talk. And when asked which foods he missed the most, he said, "I love chicken and I love Chilean sea bass. I missed it, but I wanted to stay strong." Guys?
Interesting. Thanks, Doris. When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you could play outdoors, Steve, and still find a way to win it.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Vlade Divac. And here's Turkoglu from the arc.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Here's Durant. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Durant's got 14 points.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Turkoglu passes to Powers. He kicks it to Rivers. Stoudemire.
Maybe that'll ignite it. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Carter kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up, and it's Adams getting it to go. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Fournier passes to Carr. Turkoglu. The high post shot, and he gets the bucket. Turkoglu's got 5 now. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Morrow. Picked away. It's 2-on-1. Powers the pass to Fournier, and that is good. Fournier's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there? Got great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
For 3, Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Let's take a look at Kevin Durant's numbers. Coming off an excellent season last year, first in scoring, and he was on the top 10 list in free throw percentage, something he really did a nice job of focusing and the concentration to knock down free throws.
And Steve, as you mentioned, I mean, he set the standard offensively with more points than any other player in the league. I mean, a really remarkable season for him.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Hawkins checked in.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Del Negro kicks to Fournier, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fournier's got 5.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Westbrook drives in. Takes the lead pass. That one goes. Count it. Morrow's got his second basket of the night.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Back to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Oklahoma City. Phillips comes in for Del Negro. Outside Durant. He dishes it to D-Box. And it's blocked by Stoudemire. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Clippers third.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He's just one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
It's stolen by D-Box. Outside Durant. Outside for Jackson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Jackson's got 6 points.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
A different look for Oklahoma City. McGary's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Carter in for Kevin Durant. Fredette, the pass to Powers. Into Stoudemire.
Amar'e Stoudemire still an efficient scorer attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Doc Rivers, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Amar'e, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level and rebound at a higher rate. Man, more minutes on this team, and we'll see if he can make that happen. He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Fredette gets a screen from Powers. Fredette, the pass to Powers. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. The closer's got his second basket. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Jackson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Jackson dishes to Lamb. They get it back. Out to Carter. Pass to Lamb. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Rivers against Jackson. Here's Lamb. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, gentlemen, the Clippers were sold this offseason for a staggering $2 billion. That's about 4 times more than the Kings sold for 1 year prior, and more than 7 times what the Sixers sold for in 2011. What happened? About a third of the league's teams have sold within the last 5 years. As they've sold out guys, it's becoming a seller's market.
Only so many teams to go around, Doris. Thanks. 18 feet out. No good from Powers. Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to Portland.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
And the Thunder with some changes. Perkins comes in for Vlade Divac. And it's Steven Adams in for McGary. 23 seconds left here in the second. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder leading by 14. Durant. Del Negro defending. And Durant, here we go. Outside Jackson for the 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Del Negro. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder out in front.
Now, presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we resume a beautiful nighttime view of Los Angeles, and in blue there, our venue, the Staples Center.
What a performance from Durant here. He has 14 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Powers in at shooting guard. Hedo Turkoglu out there with Antoine Carr. And it's Rivers, and it's Stoudemire in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Kevin Durant. Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Clippers trailed by 19. Well, you often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. They know how to grind it out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material, but they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
Divac a screen on Rivers. Westbrook kicks to Carter. Back to Westbrook. Fires it up. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 11 points for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Here's the screen. Pass to Turkoglu. Here's the closer. Divac grabs the board. Westbrook with it. He's got 11. Here's Carter. Plenty of space. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
And that one's good. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Rivers. It's Durant on the wing. Right side, Durant. Shot clock at 5. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Left side Westbrook. Carter for 3. And it's Carter again missing. Clippers trailed by 17. Stoudemire off the pick from Powers. Passes it to Carr. Here's the closer. Defended by Ibaka. Powers the pass to Carr. Goes up from the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Back to Durant. Left side Durant. And that one's on target from the wing. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, no matter what you do with Durant defensively, nothing bothers him. You try to be physical with him. You know, that's probably your best bet. But that's easier said than done because he can get around you with that speed and quickness. But really what he's looking to do is create space and shoot over the top.
And you've just highlighted a lot of what he has from a skills standpoint, but it's his demeanor, that unflappable nature, that always in attack mode. He's got the quick release. He's got the size to shoot over most any defender. And he can go for buckets in a hurry. He's streaky, but he's efficient as well as effective for long stretches. He's special.
Well, with Russell Westbrook, Clark missing time last season with his knee problems, Kevin Durant had to step up his game, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And, Kevin, you know, he responded with a historic MVP season, a career high in scoring and assists, all while cutting his rate of turnovers and shooting with remarkable efficiency.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. It's Westbrook with the drive. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Westbrook's got 13 points.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
The shot's good from Powers.
And Durant last season with the longest streak of consecutive 30-point games in over a decade. He got to 12 in a row and only stopped the streak because they were blowing out the Nets on the road in the fourth quarter, and they decided to rest him.
And the Thunder making a change here. Dawkins checked in. There's the pick. Durant. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And you look at the incredible numbers for Durant last season. How about this? I mean, the first player since MJ, Michael Jordan, back in '92 to average over 30 points and 5 assists. Wow. While shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, you talk about historic season. That's some tall cotton to be hanging out in the net.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Del Negro kicks to Turkoglu. Turkoglu gets the screen from Powers. And that one's good by Billups.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. And the pass to Lamb. Here's Dawkins, defended by Powers. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 4. And it's rejected. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Clippers, number 1. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
Well, 2 of the top scoring teams in the league, Kevin. Their numbers speak for themselves. High-octane, well-fueled, efficient offensive teams, and entertaining to boot. They're a lot of fun to watch when they're on the court.
Clippers trail by 18.
You know, it took a little while, but at the Staples Center now, the team to fear is the Clippers. They were tough here at home last year.
Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Dishes it to Lamb. Rebound by the Clippers.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Billups against Jackson. Six to shoot. To the paint. The shot by Dawkins is no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. No good from Powers. The Thunder leading by 16. Dawkins, the pass to Jackson. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dawkins kicks to Lamb. Sinks the three-pointer. Lamb's got 9 points.
Well, the NBA is negotiating a new television deal, and there's a lot at stake. The league not just concerned with the financial figures, which of course are substantial, but also with making the game accessible to fans in this digital age.
And he gets it to go.
It's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins is checked in for Dawkins. Baca comes in for Steven Adams. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Vince Carter. Here's Jackson. He's got 9. The NBA is a trendsetter, too, as far as digital distribution. The more spectators, the better, whether it's on TV or smartphones or tablets.
Exactly. Agree 100%. And the NBA was a forerunner as far as a professional sports league and really tapping into that digital audience. It's as simple as clicking a link in somebody's post to start watching the game live. I think you bring in a lot of new viewers, and you got to think the demographics and the generation of the Gen Xers and digital millennials, they've grown up with this, and they're expecting this to be part of how they digest their favorite sports league. So give the NBA a lot of credit for being on top of that.
Good perspective.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Fredette gets a screen from Powers. Fredette dishes to Webb. He passes to Powers. And the rebound goes to Perkins. Perkins got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Reggie Jackson has taken a much larger role, Steve, for the Thunder over the last year or so. Last season, doubling his minutes, taking the place primarily of the injured Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, well, the injury to Westbrook created an opportunity for Jackson, and he was so successful that ultimately when Westbrook came back that the two of them played together quite often. But Jackson, I think, has turned into an excellent reserve guard in this league and maybe someday a starter.
The Thunder leading by 23. And here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Feeds to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Turkoglu.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. A 3-pointer, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. The Los Angeles Clippers take on Carlos Boozer and the Los Angeles Lakers this Friday, 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Oklahoma City shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Carter. And it's Divac in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, starting last season, the NBA added a 3D camera system in every arena to track movements on the court. And some of the shots that those cameras get are remarkable. They can measure just about anything you can think of, and it's opening up a lot of different ways of measuring and dissecting the game. Another example of the overreaching arch of analytics.
And Westbrook, here we go. Carter kicks to Westbrook. And there's the feed to Divac. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Rejected by Powers. And now the Clippers on the break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Some good play tonight for the closer. He's got 14 points and 2 rejections.
Boy, he's been so good both offensively and defensively, Clark. I'm not sure which way he's been better.
I don't think he's missed a beat at either end.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Divac. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Vince Carter. And going back to the new camera system, it seems it won't be long before every team has one. Really a revolution as far as evaluating the game.
Well, we are in an information age, there's no question. Stats, numbers, camera angles. The teams are really trying everything to get an edge over their competition. And it makes perfect sense. Well, the big question is, how do you use that information? I think that's what teams are trying to figure out.
Webb against Jackson. The dish to Morrow. He feeds it to Lamb. Can't hit. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Campbell. Leads him in there. Webb. And it's blocked. He shoots again. He lays it in.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
The Thunder leading by 22. Lamb dishes to Adams. Morrow. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Jackson drops it in from 11 feet. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kicks it to Fournier. Fournier off a pick from Powers. 9 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. McGary's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lamb. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the 2nd pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
He kicks it to Morrow. He dishes it to Lamb. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Fournier. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
You know, the NBA continues to get better at analyzing data and charting game results. It shouldn't surprise you that players shoot better off the catch than they do off the dribble.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
McGary, no luck.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Webb the pass to Powers. It's hauled in by Adams. The Thunder leading by 23. Passes to McGary. Dishes it to Lamb. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot. Lamb's got 10 points here in the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And Fournier kicks to Webb. There's the pass to Muhammad. Offensive rebound. Feeds to Fournier. Now the dish to Webb. Pass to Powers. Campbell with it. And that one's good.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adi Divac's checked in for Steven Adams. Baca comes in for McGarry. Kevin Durant's checked in for Anthony Morris. And it's Carter in for Jeremy Lamb. The Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Divac's a screen on Rivers. It's Westbrook with the drive. He's guarded by Rivers. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Russell Westbrook returning last season from a torn meniscus suffered in the first round, Steve, of the 2013 playoffs.
Yeah, and you know, the injury ended up requiring 3 different surgeries over an 8-month span. So a real scare for the Thunder. Fortunately, you know, he came back and looked fantastic in the playoffs. And so there's less concern now over Westbrook's long-term health.
Turkoglu dishes to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Divac. Durant the pass to Ibaka. The feed to Westbrook. Good.
Russell Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a player not only known for his explosiveness, but also his durability. He hadn't missed a game due to injury ever, dating back to high school. But a freak accident, that collision with Patrick Beverly, really took it out of his hands in terms of his consecutive games played streak.
Carr, no good.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And for Westbrook, the prognosis from his meniscus repair is supposed to be good. He certainly looked explosive. Here's hoping that knee remains healthy. You'd love to see a great player at his best.
He feeds it to Durant. Ibaka slams it back in.
Boy, they really had it going on the offensive glass in that first half, but here recently they've gotten away from that. They've got to be aggressive in attacking that offensive glass here in the second half.
Rivers passes to Powers. Kicks it to Stoudemire to stop the run. Thunder with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Westbrook against Turkoglu. Misses from close range. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 42% so far. Turkoglu right side. Powers the pass to Carr. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Divac. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Kevin Durant. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the thing I noticed with him is, what makes him so difficult to defend, how good he is at running the pick and roll. He sets really good screens, his timing is right, and then the roll always seems to be in rhythm and in sync with his point guard.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
Outside Westbrook. He passes to Morrow. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Lamb.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
For Oklahoma City, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. 1:06 left in the fourth. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Here's Westbrook. They get it again.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Powers the pass to Campbell. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lamb. Oh, that's blocked.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Oklahoma City shooting about 47% here in the fourth. It's stolen. Here's the closer. Baseline try. And Muhammad gets it to go.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Now